So we're going to talk about holding pads for your partner for punches and just strikes generally. So the first thing when I'm holding pads on my partner is actually my stance. So we want both have the same stance. The same way I fight, the same way I punch, is actually the same way that I hold pads. So left leg forward, right leg back. Right? So I want to maintain the proper fighting stance as well. The other thing is when I hold pads, I want to hold pads to my partner's face height. So she does a jab, right? You see, pads to her face height. So even if I'm taller or shorter, I don't want to hold pads to my face height, where she's kind of like punching up. I want to hold to my partner's face height. Second thing is the width of the pads. So we have the same stance. It's face high, so that's what jab cross, and what you notice is I'm holding the jab cross. You know, my pads are slightly angled forward, so they're not flat out, they're angled forward. And every time she hits, I want to sort of kind of give a little bit of resistance, right? So that there's better tension, like clenching my fist forward and sort of tapping her as she hits back. The common mistake for holding for punches is this: holding the pads far apart, jab cross. So now I'm teaching my partner a bad habit where they're punching far across, you know, with the assumption of they're going to fight someone whose head is this big, which is probably not a good idea, right? So again, proper stance, face height, pads angled, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Third thing, I want my partner to be hitting the pad right in the center. So when she does, say for the cross, pause, right? I want the pad hitting, her gloves hitting right in the middle of the pad. So not to the top, because that's going to hurt her wrist, not down here because it's going to miss, right? Also, I want to hold the pads at a good range. Another thing that could be not so helpful to my partner is if I hold the pads too close and she starts to do what I call the T-Rex punch. Good. Right, where she's extending it. This is going to teach her a bad habit and a false sense of security. So whenever she hits, I want to hold the pads at a range where it's far away enough where she does a jab cross, right? Jab cross, right? For the punches. Holding for the hooks. So when I hold for the hook, same thing, face height. I want to actually have my hands rotated in. Again, same face height. I don't want to hold the hook down here. Yes, sometimes for the pad holder, I'm getting lazy, I'm getting tired, so it's easier for me to hold down here. But now look what's starting to happen. She's starting to drop her hands, and again, this is teaching her a bad habit. So I want to hold up here, right? And then do this again. I'm curving the pad a little bit to the inside, and every time she hits, I'm using my hips to support the pad. What I don't want is to loosen my shoulders, so every time she hits, this is happening. It's going to hurt her, it's going to hurt my shoulders as well. Lastly, when I'm holding for the uppercut, I don't want the uppercut this high. You know, those of us remember Street Fighter 2, I'm sure you can. I want actually the pad, again, I'm angling the pad a little bit lower, just right about where her chin is, right? Okay. Right? So everything is within my partner's reach. So again, we start with proper stance, holding the pads closer, good distance, and face high. Jab cross over.